Setting up, going live now. And we're live. What?
There we go.
All right, here we go. What up, what up, what up? What is going on? It is currently 9:30 p.m. For PST for those of you guys who are tuning in.
Running a little late.
Yep, running a little late because my ass was oversleeping over here at 7 a.m. So um
Turkey.
that's right, in Turkey. Sweet. Well, it is Hump Day Wednesday, y'all.
That time of day.
That time of the week and the day. What is going on, Andy?
Just getting ready for the holidays. Nothing too much. What about
Yeah.
you?
Just in Turkey, finally in Istanbul,
Hmm.
um, which is not the capital. A lot of people think it is.
Is Batu still there?
Oh, that's a great question. I should actually ask him. I should reach out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll reach out on do you have can you send me his Instagram
I don't.
or okay. Do you remember his last name?
No, and I'm not going to be doxing anyone here on the stream.
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah, yeah. I'll find out. I'll find out. But yeah. I guess I didn't realize he was still here, or he might be still here. I'll reach out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
But yeah, we're here in
When you coming
Istanbul.
back? Like after Thanksgiving, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, the day I think 2 days after, something like that. The 28th or 29th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still got a bit of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, just another week-ish. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. It's been good. We did most of the family meeting in that small town, so that was cool.
Everyone excited about everything over there?
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it was cool. I'm literally I was the only Asian person in the entire
Yeah,
town.
of course.
Um and yeah. It was fun.
Man.
Yeah, we also went to the Cappadocia, the famous balloon town.
Oh, but they didn't do that
Yeah,
thing, right?
they did, they
Where
did, they
they
they did, they
did.
did. Yeah, we woke up
Okay.
really early. Yeah, yeah. So that was
Uh,
cool.
we should have just done the stream with that in the background.
I
Just like
know,
see.
dude. No, why? It was too early in the morning and it's probably cold.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Where did I do it last week? I did it. Oh, it was at the salon at my in-laws
Yeah.
room, I think. Yeah. It's crazy. That was a week ago though,
Yeah, man. Enjoy the last week
right?
of
That was a week
your
ago. What
vacation.
was it, 2 weeks? 1 week. Yeah, 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 one
Uh,
week ago.
whenever I travel, it's like, oh, I got like a week left, and then
Oh,
this goes by so fast.
is it lagging?
It is lagging a little bit. You got a very confused face looked right now. Hello, Tony. All right. Well, looks like we have a couple of technical difficulties here, folks. Just bear with us. Let me see if I can get him on real quick. Oh, well, Tony's left. All right. Let me see if I find out what's going on here. Yep.
Oh, there you
All
go. We're
right.
back. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on. Just Zoom just crashed for a second. Can you hear me
Nice.
now?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay,
All right. Yeah,
so
let's get to it.
let's get to it then.
Mhm.
Why don't we? Do you want to show some video clips?
I'll let you go start with something if you got something
Um,
interesting.
I can pull up, but I just don't know what my
Mhm.
internet situation is. But let's see.
Oh, is it pretty
I could,
bad over there right now?
no, I don't know what happened with Zoom earlier, but
Mhm.
actually, you know what? Before I pull anything up, I uh, I noticed some things that over here I thought it was interesting. Maybe we can
That.
talk about that. So, okay. I didn't get the first thing. Didn't get the review last week. Yeah, we didn't know yet, right?
Mhm.
You wanna take a guess if I'm
Well, I
gonna have
think I was
a.
spoiled it because I think you posted something online, right?
Oh, you saw on the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
our joint account, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so but yes, we are gonna have a son, which is I think it's really interesting
Nice.
about. I guess it's really interesting considering what we're talking about here,
I know. It's going to be very interesting raising I mean, just raising a kid in general in this climate,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. hmm And we yeah, we're super excited.
I know, man. That's
And
awesome. Were you
yeah,
hoping for anything, like a boy or a girl, or what were you hoping for?
and genuinely, honestly, I wasn't like I didn't care,
You're just like, give me
if it was
something.
a.
You're just
Yeah, like I
like,
don't care. Like I'm
Mhm.
I'm just like, either way it's gonna be my kid, and I'm gonna be really excited. And but Hootie wanted a boy, which worked out,
So,
Um yeah, so but yeah, I'm like, hey, you really have to think
hmm
being a role model for a boy,
hmm
you know. It
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the whole point of of these meetings, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
how to
it's
become a good.
honestly, yeah. It's like what does it mean to be a man, you
hmm
know? And raising him in a way that is going to be like I'm gonna have a lot to learn as well along the way,
I
like
think
as
we got a
time
head start
changes.
because I don't think a lot of people actually start. A lot of people actually actively discuss what it is
Mhm.
to be masculine, and we couldn't do that on the weekly.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm really excited and grateful for this too, like
Mhm.
I was talking about like just like how do I want to show up like physically, mentally, emotionally, what I mean?
Mhm.
How do I want to show up? So he sees every day, I mean? He sees like, oh, this is what, you know.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be
Um
exciting.
yeah, so excited about that. And then going through it's funny because I and my sister was like, oh, it doesn't matter because like, it's gonna be all gender at one point anyway. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, we don't know, but until then,
Till then,
until then, I'm gonna do my
do
best
you,
to,
do you really think it's gonna be all one gender at some point? I
no,
don't
I
know.
don't I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so. I
I
think
don't
that
think
was a
so.
very
I think it's a phase.
yeah, I don't think that's a
But
generalization that can be made so easily.
yeah, I think it's a very small community compared to the whole,
hmm
spectrum of things or world. But I mean, my sister is very much in the community though, so
Of course.
she's much more involved than all of us. Um, okay, so yeah, so that
Um,
was yeah,
I mean, it's an interesting segue that we just got into this. Did you see the
yeah.
last thing that I sent you actually?
On Instagram. Let's
Yeah.
see if I can pull up.
It's a
Yeah.
perfect segue actually.
Okay, let's do that. Let's pull this up. So let's see if I can find it. I will for video. All right. Let's see here. Do I need to move anything?
There's no video. It's just a picture of the caption.
Oh, okay. Am I blocking or
You
anything?
are blocking the middle, so we might
Okay.
want to move that to the side.
There you go. I figured out how to do this
There
this
we
time.
go.
All right,
So
sweet.
it's just a
Okay.
series of pictures.
Okay, so it's a carousel that got it.
Yeah, you could just go through each picture. Like this is a someone is ranking the Disney bathrooms.
Mm,
Let's just slide through these.
yeah, give me a second. Ranking every woman's bathroom at a Disney World, Magic Kingdom. 8 out of
We could,
10.
yeah, we don't have to
This
read
is
through it. It's just we can go
uh,
through the stuff. Disney was got misgendered.
okay. So this is a trans person.
Hmm. So
All right.
after this
So,
came out, this person is undergoing an investigation.
oh man. Oh
Because
man.
A, you're not really allowed to take photos in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Mhm. And so that's red flag number one. Red flag number two, this Lily Tino, before the transition,
Hmm.
is a confirmed like predator.
Oh shit. Predator, like sexual
It's
predator
like
for
sexual predator, yes. See, that's the
that
guy. That's the guy.
is interesting.
And so, and by the way, after this story blew up, the trans community, like by and far, just totally rebuked the
Like he's not a part of us.
exactly. Hmm. And so, you know, we can't generalize a group based off of one person's action, right?
Yeah.
But it is a big concern now.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, you can kind of see, you can read between the lines of what I'm trying to get at, right?
Yeah. Um, I mean, even for all right, so my thoughts on this is number one thing is like who the fuck takes photos
In
in
the
the bathroom?
bathroom,
I don't
regardless of
care.
gender, right?
I
Like,
don't
I,
care what community you're in.
yeah.
Like just the level of
And
okay,
the
I mean,
and the thing is,
I guess like
is
do
the
girls do that
you
all
know
the
what's
time in the
crazy? They
mirror
do,
selfie? But
but
like
this
not
is like,
posting online and
and then like none of the faces were blurred out, right? And you're in
yeah,
a bathroom and this Disneyland is full of kids, bro.
yeah.
Like you have a camera in the women's bathroom where there is not a majority, but a huge population of kids. So that's
yeah,
A,
yeah,
like, whoa, I don't
yeah,
care if you're him, her, they, them, whatever.
yeah.
That's just not cool.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
and
and now the question is this that well, I forget the name,
uh,
but is
little something. Nick,
mhm.
little Tino, Lily Tino.
Yeah. So now the question is this Lily Tino person, what's the whole purpose of um swapping genders or going through that transition so they could have access to the women's bathroom? Because bear in mind, it is a confirmed sexual predator.
Yeah. Uh, that's a tough one to say, right? And again, we wouldn't know unless we have like sufficient evidence. And okay, that's a worst case scenario, right?
I
Like this
tell you what,
person. Yeah,
if I had a daughter
yeah,
and then my daughter came up to me and be like, "Hey, there's this person in the bathroom
yeah,
taking photos," and then she points that Lily person out,
yeah.
I'm knocking that guy out. I'm not I'm like,
You're gonna knock him out?
yeah, because it's like, especially if my kid's in that picture,
Yeah. Um, you would go and knock him out right away, or you would do that would be the last step, though, right?
I mean, there would be some words depending on what.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely like if I were had it if I think I mean even a boy like my kid.
Mhm.
I mean, actually no, a boy. Actually, yeah, if my son comes out and then say like there's some guy or there's some
Right, right,
guy
right. Yeah,
taking
yeah, yeah,
photos,
yeah.
yeah, I mean I would
Mhm.
exchange words for sure.
But
I will be like, but yeah, especially if it's a daughter that. Um,
here's what concerns me. Um, Obviously, like I said earlier, you're not going to have the action of one person to generalize the whole group.
mhm.
I think the far right is going to use this person as a poster,
Yeah,
like a
yeah, for
poster
sure.
boy or poster girl, as
Yeah,
this is what transgender will result in. And
yeah,
so I think that's also kind of a fallacy that everyone's going to be falling into.
yeah. But that's like a classic example of like people just use it as a scapegoat and
Mhm.
um,
But it does raise valid talking points about what is what
where's the
should be the
line?
norm, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
where is the line?
yeah. I don't know, man. This is tough, and the fact that he's a confirmed or she, whatever the fuck they want to
Hmm.
call, it might
Idiot.
not
Let's just
even
call it idiot.
like yeah, like this idiot,
Yeah.
um, the, is a confirmed predator, which like really sucks,
And then what and then so after the whole lawsuit thing started or the investigation, Lily's all like, "Oh, I'm gonna step away from social media because of all these negative things and all these
Yeah,
hateful remarks." It's like the negative and hateful remarks is one thing, but you breaking the law, of course, there's going to be an investigation. So don't try to play victim here when you are clearly a perpetrator here.
yeah. Hi. Yeah, yeah, and she didn't even fucking blur shit. That's the
Yeah,
it's like oh man, my friends gave you but you're at two cells or okay, this is like the main thing for me, man. Like it's like there's a gazillion trans people out there, my sister included, would never do this kind of shit.
of course.
My s- and my sister is very involved in the LGBTQ plus community, right? She would never fucking go into a woman's bathroom,
Mm,
take selfies, rate it from them, and then fucking post it online.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just a level of narcissistic behavior. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Mm.
like you're just so into yourself that, you know what I mean? Like, dude, it's not about the bathroom, man. Like, it's almost
Yeah,
like
you know how it is.
it's almost like it's about the rage bait. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's
I
about
don't even think it was about rage bait. It was just like you said, it was just narcissistic behavior. It's like, hey, look at me. I am allowed into the women's restroom now, and I'm going to,
yeah,
I don't give a crap about everyone around me. In a public bathroom, they
yeah.
could be half naked, you know, it's just, and then the cherry on top, after some investigating starts,
That you're
somehow
a
still
confirm.
manages to play the victim.
Yeah,
Still manages to play the victim card. That's like top of the list narcissistic behavior.
yeah,
Makes
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's especially your own community that what I mean that is like no, you're not one of us.
yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Um, yeah, I mean it's Hootie and I were talking about this like. I mean, it depends on it's still too early to even think and talk about this, but like the way I would say it, I would see it is that like let's say like by the time he's old enough and then somehow he's like exposed to the whole idea of, like
Mhm.
LGBTQIA or whatever, right? I think the way I'm gonna teach him is gonna be like, listen, you can identify as whatever it is, all you want, but until you're 16 or 18, right? Like I'm gonna call you when I'm gonna call you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, And also, don't forget that you are identified as whatever people identify you as.
Hmm.
I think that's my perspective, you know? Um, because like you can fucking you can identify as a fucking black dude if you want, but like, guess what? You
Well,
look like you look like a half Asian,
there's where there's this is where the argument of that is. It's like, there's a very common talking point. It's like, well, if anyone can identify as any gender, why can't
Yeah,
anyone identify as any race? And
yeah.
then that's what people like. That's the line. It's like, oh, you can't appropriate,
Which is
our
funny,
race. But
which is like
but
the
then
funny thing to me.
yeah. So then why is it suddenly right to? Well, I don't know if it's the right metaphor to be using here, but or a similarity to be using here. Is it appropriating a gender? Like if you are a male going into female and vice versa, female going into
Yeah,
male, just because you like things that your counterparts don't like your fellow
yeah,
males or fellow females don't like. It's like, oh, I'm a dude and I just like dresses and dolls and makeup. It's okay to be a cross-dressing dude. You don't have
yeah,
to, and
yeah.
I don't know. It's an interesting topic. Is it
It
appropriation?
yeah. I don't because there's a difference between like just interests, right? And the actual like, transition and
Hmm.
right. Like, I mean, we have a neighbor near us who is likely a gay man, but he cross dresses and only the bottom half. That's the craziest part.
So have you like spoken to
Yeah,
him
yeah.
and
Well,
like
yeah, yeah, we have really
how
interesting
does
conversations.
your neighbor uh choose to be identified as?
Yeah, I asked him actually. He, he said he's identified as a man, so he's still a he, but he dresses like he's always dressing like something very like traditionally masculine up top, like a button up, a
Mhm.
polo, you know, and then the bottom is always a skirt with heels, like high heels.
I mean, I respect
Right.
that more
Yeah,
than
and
someone that's trying to like, change transition and go into a fucking women's bathroom.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, for
You
sure, for
know
sure.
what
Yeah,
I
for me, it's like I don't care as long as you're not doing shit like that. You know what I mean?
mean?
Like, now here's an interesting question. If it were a woman who transitioned to a man and go to the man's bathroom and took photos,
That would
do
be
you
just as
think
hor
that
that was just as bad. That would be just
I
as
th oh,
fucking
I think it's
horrible.
just as bad, but do you think like to us probably, but do you think that the society would be as outraged? I guess that's my question.
Yeah, because there's still a possibility of little kids in the bathroom they're
Yeah.
taking pictures of.
Yeah, I'll be curious. I mean, I think it's more, I don't think any
Like you answered that question
woman
yourself
identify.
earlier, right? If
Yeah.
your son came up and be like, "Hey,"
Oh yeah, I was so. That's what I'm saying. Like you and I, but what I'm saying, like, is the society gonna be? You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's the question. Do we think it's the society is gonna be as outraged? I would.
Mhm.
You know, like if my son is like, what I mean, like some trans
Well,
woman,
it's
trans man, yeah,
taking
is
pictures
taking a
of the
picture.
bathroom.
It's just weird. But
Hmm.
I assume people would be just as outraged, but don't know if it's gonna be the same level of protectiveness. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like a bunch of dudes might just be
Yeah.
like, yeah, whatever. I mean, like, you know what I mean? But like when it's a woman or girls, I think there's an extra layer of protection, which I think is
Well,
normal. But
I think it's because men don't have to worry about, I mean, not as often
yes,
sexual predators. Like by
yes,
far, I think a majority of sexual predators are men. There are
yes,
female sexual predators, right?
yes, and
But
and also,
I don't know the statistic, but I'm pretty sure that, at least 80% of sexual predators are men.
yeah,
And
unfortunately,
that's probably being generous,
yeah.
right?
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. It, it's it's also like the fact that if it's a male transition to female person, crazy person like that goes into the bathroom, take photos and stuff, right? And let's say somehow all the girls and the women are like getting physical, right? Physical violence,
Mhm.
trying to
Yeah.
protect their kids.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
She, like
The transition, like, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
can still
They
beat the
still
shit out
have the
of 10
physical
women.
advantage, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
I guess to your
Versus,
answer, like
yeah,
if a girl, like if a female transition to a male goes to the bathroom, like the biological males are gonna just whoop on them.
yeah, they're gonna be like fuck around and find out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, so I guess that's the main difference.
Mhm.
Um, but I wish we can see if
Which
there's a
is
way to.
realistically, I think I mean, so it's an interesting point. The realistic, I think the only reason or the only place where it really matters is maybe bathroom. There's a strong argument for making bathroom, like which bathroom people can use.
Yeah.
But 120% sports.
Hmm. Sports
That's
is
the
another one.
that's the only two things that I say that should have some restrictions on
Hmm.
what is allowed and what's not allowed.
Do you think, did we talk about this? Do you think there should be a trans section for sports?
I think I think either that or just have them participate in the gender or the sex they were born as. Because look, a man transitioning into a female biologically will just
Hmm.
have more testosterone. You could take all the testosterone killers you want. You built all that muscle as a man, and just because you lose the testosterone, yeah, you lose some muscle mass, but you're still going to have a higher percentage of muscle mass than a biological female.
Hmm.
And that's just fact. And that's why I say, like, at what point do you think like boxing, right? That's just a guy beating up on a girl,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Like,
Yeah, for sure. That's like beating the shit out of a woman. Yeah.
so
Um,
that's really the only two places I think anyone should give a shit about
yeah.
this, gender.
There reminds me, yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And I think, yeah, the sports thing. I think there's some people who have like interesting proposals, right? Having testosterone level
Hmm.
tests or something to identify where they should be placed or whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of like just like whatever they identified as, right? And there were times where like there were times even just at home, like sometimes, or my friends sometimes where like things are lifting heavy things
Hmm.
or even just opening cans and stuff
Yeah, yeah,
where like sometimes I'm like, is my wife asking me to do it because she wants to feel like makes me feel more strong, or
yeah, yeah,
can
yeah,
she
yeah.
actually not do it? Which is crazy, dude. Sometimes like the straight up just bottles and cans or like lifting
Yeah.
things. I'm like,
Hmm.
wow, like I mean, I'm doing it regardless, but sometimes I seriously question, like really,
I
is this
mean,
actually something that they
mhm.
have struggled with? Which hey, I have no problem with, I'm just
Right,
curious. Yeah, I
right.
mean,
Hmm.
um, yeah, so
So, I
that
mean,
was interesting. Yeah,
that's where I land on in this whole
yeah, this whole trans
transcend. Yeah, it's just because,
convert. Yeah.
I mean, case in point, you always hear the story of a man transitioning to female than just taking like all the records in a female, like in the female league, right? You
Hmm.
never hear it the other way around. You never hear a female athlete that used to be a man and then just
Yeah.
dominating the league,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Well, it's that's the funny part, right? Like I'm waiting for the what that one sport that
And that's why
ballet,
I strongly think that it should.
gymnastics. Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no. Like,
No.
dude, look at like gymnastics, like figure skaters, gymnastics. The males can do so many more like strength oriented things. Like they do more flips, they do more like in ice skating. There's no what is it, quad lutz or triple X
Mm,
or something. Like the male champion can physically do more spins than the best female skater in the world.
yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mean, that I
Mhm.
have no
Mhm.
not enough knowledge in that, but yeah, I would assume like there's some sort of sports that female has a advantage of that, and we're waiting for that person to transition and do it. Um, s- so interesting that I wanted to talk about something that I've observed here. when it comes to like male and female dynamics, right? So I think, yeah, this is the first time I visited a quote unquote majority Muslim country. Okay.
Mm,
So they're not like actually majority Muslim, but it's not like it's kind of like how America is like the Christian nation, right? But it's
yeah,
not,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's the same thing here. And this is the first time that I experienced like it's very normal for women to be wearing hijab or peche, or I think it's called peche.
Hmm.
Do you know what it is? You know hijab, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But peche is like the ones that like straight up just ninja,
Oh,
like
just eyes. Okay.
eyes only, and
Yeah.
everything else covered. And it's just so interesting to observe because it's like I see them doing the same thing, which I mean, as they should, that like any other country woman would do, right? Like I
Mm,
give you the perfect example. Like yesterday, it was so funny. I literally, because we're at like a touristy place, and I literally saw like two girls, one of them wearing a hijab, and the other one wearing a peche, right?
hmm.
And they were just taking selfies with that thing,
Hmm.
and they were like, and the one with the hijab is doing like the duck face, like any other Instagram
Yeah.
model.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then obviously the picture one you can't see, can't see the eyes, but like you can see
Like
like her
the
like posing physical. I'm just like,
mm,
it's so interesting because they obviously feel their like sexual beauty, you know? They actually obviously feel their like sexuality,
hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And they're not afraid of expressing it in some way, but somehow they are wearing that. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
so interesting to me, you know?
Hmm.
I mean, it's and I wonder, I'm sure a part of it is like probably like family pressure or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
um, but it was so interesting to observe, and it's just so normal here. Like you see, like
Mm.
I was joking, like I would see like some girl with like Nike shoes, um, and then like Nike shoes, and then wearing like the full gown. I don't know what it's called,
Yeah.
and then like really nice watch, and then with like full on hijab, but then like Gucci
Hmm.
sunglasses, and then like talking FaceTime on iPhone. It's just like a
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah, yeah.
interesting,
Hmm.
interesting mix. And then they're like doing like cute, and I'm just like, and the man here. Well, first they definitely look at me, and I don't think they look at me from a hostile perspective, but because of their, and I can totally see how like, especially if you're like Westerner, like never been
Uh-huh.
to a country like this, because they have like deep eyes, right? They have deeper eyes,
Yeah.
and they're like bigger eyebrows, and most of them have like a facial hair or like
Hmm.
mustache, and when they look at you, they just look quote unquote more threatening, But like
Yeah.
I don't care. Like for me, I'm like, and I look at them back, and it's funny because it's like the staring context,
Hmm.
And I look at them back, and I smile, and then most of them eventually just smile. They're just curious, but the way they
Right.
look is like it's like this macho man that just want to like stare you down, And then like I
Hmm.
was just looking at them back. It's just so funny. But it's interesting about the male and female dynamic is that what was interesting was I don't think I have seen this many female uh it's not homelessness, but the people who are begging on the street. What do you call the
Like
um
homeless, like beggars or
homeless
whatever.
beggars? Yeah, in
Yeah.
like the touristy area, right?
Hmm.
There was not a single man who was doing the begging. It was all women and children.
Hmm.
And that was really interesting to me. That was crazy to me. Like it
Hmm.
was all women with like a job, um, and then children, both boys and girls, and it was a lot of it.
Now, I
It was interesting
wonder,
though.
I wonder if they're
Yeah.
just gaming the tourists,
Well, I thought about that too,
right?
right? I thought about like, all right, well, I mean, from the dark side perspective, it's like it's fucking smart business.
Because as a
Because people are gonna
tourist,
pay. Yeah,
just
people are gonna care more about women
like,
than
oh,
men.
look at the, yeah. So that's,
Yeah. So that's one. But still. from my perspective, is also, well, that's from the quote unquote dark side of business. But then the other one, I thought I was like, is it just like men are too proud to? You know what I mean? Like this is not a
I
man's thing to
mean,
do. You know
yeah,
what
I
I mean?
was also that was also what I was thinking too.
Like this fucking that's not a man's job too. Like um, yeah, that
So,
was some interesting observation that I had. You know?
maybe there's a distinction of gender. Like, everyone says how gender is a construct, right?
hmm
And I think the better definition of gender is of what society expects from each gender role. And
hmm
I know it's a cyclical definition, but it's just like how a person is expected to behave mostly determines like a certain gender will, like you say male, female, then you get an idea in your head how they're supposed to
hmm
behave, right? And so that is more based on like society cues,
hmm
whereas sex is just a biological fact.
hmm
Mhm. So I think now the hard part is separating the two because for who knows how long it was always hand in hand. Like, oh, your
Yeah.
gender is male,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that is also your biological sex. But now we have to start thinking about your biological sex and then what your gender identity is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think going back to what your experience in Turkey is that in Turkey it is not as separated as it in the US, right?
It, I think so. I think over here it's more like, yeah, if you're
It's closely tied together.
closely tied together.
Mm,
Now whether or not some people are gonna think in this situation is quote unquote less modernized, right?
right.
Which I don't like. Okay, to me, what is more quote unquote modernized would be like it's a sign of modernization when like people are okay with whatever the fuck people are. I mean, like okay, if you're a gay dude, right? Like
Mm,
be a gay dude and walk down the street with your boyfriend, with your husband, be happy, awesome, right? If you are a woman who wants to dress a certain way, do that, right? Like to me, that is a sign of modernization, right?
mm.
Um, which, by the way, like there was actually a video was talking about like, oh, I noticed more gay guys like walking around. I'm like, oh, good for them. That's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
fuck yeah, dude. Like more gay dudes
Mm,
come out, walk around. Um, but yeah, it was really interesting to kind of like see the perspective over here of
mhm.
like man and woman, um, and and I still saw, I wanted to see more of this, but this is hilarious. I saw a couple. There was only one. I want to see more, but I saw a woman who was wearing the peche all the way to the eyes. The woman nagging at the man on the street. That shit was hilarious, man.
I guess that's universal.
No, but isn't that funny though?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that funny, right? Like talking about like the separation of like the gender role
Mm,
versus like the sex, right? Like, okay, like obviously she respect the whatever tradition is
right,
to
right, right.
cover up, right? So she's not revealing,
Hmm.
right? But like she also have that, quote unquote more modern of like the women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was funny, dude. Um, yeah, and I don't know so where is the line? You know what I mean? Like what is the line of like what is how is a quote unquote woman supposed to behave too?
Right.
And
And I think
what yeah, you know what I mean?
that's what I mean. How that's the question. I think that gets normalized through what society expects of
Yeah,
each.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And what fascinates me is also like I'm so curious about what goes through the girls or woman's thought, the ones who wears like hijab, hijab, whatever, and then
Mm.
seeing other women who are just, you know, dressing
Like in
up,
shorts and
shorts, mini skirts, walking around. And it's like they're just all mixed together, you know?
Like
Like,
those
do
foreigner
they?
whores. No.
Yeah, what? Yeah, 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 yeah. And some of them, they're not even foreigners. They're just Turkish girls. They're just, younger girls
Okay, okay,
that,
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and same thing, right? And for dudes, like I'm fucking wearing like these fucking tracksuit
Mhm.
walking out, and for me, which by the way, like I'm taller than most guys here that I've seen. Oh well, surprise again. I was surprised actually. I thought
Okay.
Turkish guys would be in general taller. I'm like, dude, like you were fucking
Yeah.
you walk down the street, you're the tallest guy out there, you know,
Nice.
you know. Um, so yeah, anyway, so that's like an interesting perspective and a experience for me, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna experience more because when I was in Lele, the smaller town, it was different than here for sure. I mean, there was not a single person in Peche. It was all just like hijab only,
Oh, okay.
you know. And I think Peche is mostly people from Arab big countries. So I need
I
to
wouldn't
study
know.
the
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that's something I need to.
I need to study to see the difference.
Mhm.
But I assume the whole idea was that like, oh, like your beauty or sex is your yeah, your beauty and stuff you're supposed to only show to your husband,
Save,
whatever.
yeah, save
Yeah,
yourself
yeah,
for
for your
save that
husband.
aspect to yourself for. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. But it's just fascinates me, man. And so going back to the perspective of like in America, right? It's like fucking meanwhile, people are complaining about, shit that like, it's like,
Mhm.
you know, and I wonder what is something that over here that the guys struggle with, you know, that is, I guess,
I don't know. You're gonna have to
yeah.
ask some
Yeah.
people
So
over
anyway,
there.
so that's what this is what I love about traveling, right? Like
Hmm.
you gotta experience it and just kind of like learn and observe,
Yeah,
and give the respect, you know what I mean? Like, for example, yesterday, one of the street beggars, so it was a woman with a hijab, and she had like five kids just running around,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
selling you flowers, right?
yeah, yeah.
And so I was just like, oh, and I found out that again, this might be a trick, but um, the kid was giving the mom, they were singing like happy birthday, whatever, to the mom. It seemed genuine. It seemed it actually seemed
All
genuine.
right.
The birthday,
I don't know.
little
The
birthday cake.
cynic in me says go
I
back
know.
tomorrow and see if
I
they're doing
know.
the same
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah. That was exactly what I was gonna say. That was exactly what I was gonna say. So anyway, the cynic. Yeah, I'm gonna go in a couple of days again.
Yeah.
So anyway, oh, it's her birthday, right? So I had the kid over, and then like it was like maybe like $2 US, whatever cash I had. I, I was gonna say like, hey, I'll buy a rose from you, but give it to your mom, right?
Mhm.
And then anyway, the money I gave him, he just gave me like literally the whole bunch of the flowers,
Mhm.
which they're all like shitty flowers. But so I just gave it to like random people. I just gave it, but I was like, hey,
Yeah,
give
yeah,
one to your mom. And then like the kid just ran away. They're taught to, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
Hudia was like, hey, come back, give it to you. And the kid just fucking ran. And so I just went ahead and gave it to his mom.
Mhm.
And really interesting like reaction from the mom. Like I was like, oh shit, was I not supposed to like fucking give flower to a woman? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
because she
yeah.
was
You
like, you know what I mean?
just
Like she was like, I
you're
mean, she was happy, she was smiling, she was thank you, but it was very like, it's like I felt like it was maybe overwhelming for her,
yeah, yeah.
because I was looking her directly in the eyes. I was like, hey, happy birthday, like, you
Yeah.
know. But at that point, it's like, and that's why I ask Woody all the time. Like, I don't know if there's certain things I do out of kindness or perspective might be disrespectful to people.
Mhm.
That's why I try to ask.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna continue observing and stuff. But yeah, dude, I mean, going back to our conversation, like the shit that we complain about in the U.S. It's
Mhm.
like fuck, dude. Like, you know.
Oh,
Um, but hey, who are we to judge though, right? Who are we to
yeah.
say like, oh, these women are more oppressed than maybe wearing a hijab and
Mhm.
peche is actually um it's actually a sense of empowerment.
I wouldn't know the answer to that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, like these are the things that I'm very curious to having conversation. And the interesting thing for sure is that like it's not like there are not people um who follow these rules of religion, whatever, in the US,
Mm.
There are for sure.
Yeah,
But you just see it significantly less because I think in general people still have a little bit of like Islamophobia, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so
Anyway,
that's my whole
yeah.
thing.
Let's
The male and
move
female thing.
on to the next topic, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's wrap up with one. Should we
I'll let you pick one since I picked the last one.
yeah, so I mean we can pull up any of the videos. Oh man, this guy. I actually haven't watched that video about this Choi. Reed Choi.
Oh, that's a very interesting story.
All right, let's see. I think he actually responded to the allegations too.
Mm.
But I do want to see what's going on over here with him. So let's play.
This guy that likes to use the hard R and
Can you hear? You can hear the sound, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
knowingly gave multiple women chlamydia. You know, Reed Choi with millions of followers across platforms who likes to project being a good person by mentioning God in his profile. In addition to talking about how godly he is in his content, someone who has gone as far as to say that he's taken
Another vow of celibacy.
claiming that it's so easy to turn down temptation because
Easy for me to like say no. I don't know why. Well, it's really just Holy Spirit just like making it easy for me.
well, that's weird because at this staccato event that Reed was invited to and went to last week, Reed apparently had the chance to meet up with this woman that he had been talking to on and off via social media for the better half of last year. And when they both realized that they were going to be at this event, Reed started to get really aggressive in the DMs about sleeping with her. And when she told him that she was not interested and told him no, Reed started telling all the other men at this event that she had slept with him and two other guys at the event. Well, that's weird, Reed. That doesn't seem like a very good case study of God's grace to me. Nor does it sound like you're staying true to this apology that you gave Gina face to face after you cheated on her and knowingly gave three other women chlamydia.
Because I was in the wrong. Just lying, manipulating, hurting, apologize while still like getting help. Because I realized this isn't like something that I can like fix. It's like something I have to like work against like my entire life. And just trying to do right from here on out and like just I'm sorry.
Well, that's really weird, Reed. Or should I call you by your real name, Samuel Choi, because spreading rumors about a woman because she turned you down sure doesn't sound like you're actively working against to undo all of your abusive tendencies. But it is on brand for someone who cheated on his ex-girlfriend and knowingly gave handfuls of women chlamydia, including recently, this is from this year, where he's still not disclosing what he has to women and is now knowingly passing on the herp. Someone who lies about their grandmother having cancer, who loves using the hard R, shocker. Someone who allegedly lies about being in the Navy and then uses women's traumas to then prey on them. But instead of actually working on yourself, you spent the last 3 years just gaslighting the public into thinking that you're some born-again Christian, right? While trying to still pursue your acting career, right? Or just continue to highlight other people's bad behavior to project away from your own, I guess. I can't believe I even have to say this, but please stop supporting racist predators who use their clout to prey on young women. Thanks, I guess. Can we stop giving platforms?
All right.
Oh
Two
man.
things. First
Yeah, go ahead.
is there was a comment about our previous topic.
Say that one more time.
We have a comment about our previous topic.
Oh, let's see here. Let's pull up. Who wear hijabs say they feel super empowered by them. Damn,
So
because
you're
they
right.
control.
It is an empowerment thing.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Married women who wear hijab they feel super empowered by them. Oh, that's awesome. Damn, because they can control people's perceptions of them. Oh, I see, I see, I see. So because they're wearing hijab, they can. I see. Because
Mm.
they have control of. Yeah. No, I think that's awesome. You know.
And second thing is, I've been couple of people have said, "Oh, this is like a guy's podcast shitting on women, blah blah blah." But no, we shit on anyone who's a shitty guy or a shitty person. So this is why it's interesting shitting on this Ri Choi guy because
Yeah.
it's a very, very
Wait, wait,
it's like, oh,
why
you're
would
just a
they?
boys podcast trying to shit on women for, and it's like, no, we shit on anyone who's a piece of shit,
Yeah,
right? So,
why would anybody
equal
who
opportunity
the
shitters,
yeah,
right?
who the heck think this is a guy's
Yeah.
podcast shitting? Oh, most of the time we're questioning what we're questioning our own damn behaviors.
Well, it's probably because like the
Yeah.
last two sessions we were shitting on that Nina Lim person because she's
Oh,
generally a shitty person.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
if we find a shitty guy like this Ree Choi person, we're gonna shit on him
yeah.
too.
Yeah, well, no, I think it's okay. So to the person who or people who thinks that that's what this channel is about. No, this channel is really about us having genuine conversations that we are number one exploring through curiosity and or actually um, having conversations so we can learn, right? I mean, that what we just talked about is a perfect example.
Right.
And a lot of these things when we're watching these video, whether it's exposing people, whatever, it's because those are the things that are number one popular. And number two, it raises questions for us so we can have
Yeah.
discussions, you know?
It
Um,
it opens conversation topics.
yeah, it opens conversation up. So, yeah, I mean, like if you're, I don't care if you're man, woman, anything in
Yeah.
between that,
Equal
are doing,
opportunity.
yeah, and especially when it comes to male and female dynamic, because that's what
Mhm.
really what we started this whole conversation for. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, like men need to have more conversations,
Mhm.
you know? So anyway, so this guy,
Anyway, so let's dig into the meat here.
I actually dig into meat. I actually do. I followed this guy,
Mhm.
and I thought he had like pretty decent content, and that's why I follow him. But I had no idea about all this crazy
I mean,
stuff.
then
I
he did
follow
his
both.
job then. He did his
Yeah,
job then.
yeah, exactly. I follow both of them actually. And I
Both of
saved
them? Who?
the guy
Oh, the guy was
Eddie.
calling him out and then
Yeah,
the Reed Choi. Okay, okay.
yeah, Retroy. I follow both of them. So. Yeah, I don't know enough to have an informed opinion yet, but if all the allegations are true, then it's a fucking shitty person, you know? Like he needs to be what's the
At
word?
least, well,
Um
I
consequences.
don't know if you could be, because I don't know if you could be pressed charges for passing someone like an STD. You could be pressed charges if the sexual assault.
Yeah.
Um, but I didn't hear any allegations of sexual assault in that whole like reel.
Uh yeah, I think the closest one was the closest one was if there was more that was done when when she refuses to have,
Yeah, so like just refuses to sleep with him, so he starts spreading rumors. That's classic simp
yeah,
behavior. So it seems
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's simpy, but maybe not a sexual assault guy.
Yeah, so far based on what we know.
I mean,
But
hopefully that's all he is, because
yeah,
if he
yeah.
is a sex assaultist,
But,
that'd be
I think unfortunately when you have shitty behaviors like that, there's probably more stuff that's gonna be dug out.
Mhm.
And that's unfortunately the truth, you know? And that's the unfortunate truth, which I hope is not the case. But yeah, man, like I mean, when you're a shitty guy like that,
Mhm.
yeah, like you said, if you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person. I don't care
Yeah.
what, I don't care what gender, race, whatever.
Mhm.
And I think he needs to be, and we should follow up on this, just like we follow up on that Lynn,
Yeah. Mhm.
you know, like we should follow up and see where he is. I think he made an apology video actually,
Do you have it?
which,
Do you think we can
uh,
watch it real quick?
yeah, I think. Hold on, let me see if I think
Because
what is his name? Rechoy. I think he made it. Yeah,
like
yeah,
recently?
three. Yeah, I think so. Let me see. I'm gonna share this screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or sorry, not apology video, but
A
like
response.
a
Okay.
response
Yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There you go. My response to
Hey
allegations.
guys, it has come to my attention that a lot of people are lying about me on the internet and making false accusations and horrible allegations against me, and I wanted to make this video to address those allegations. Originally, I wasn't going to say anything, much like I've had in the past, because I've kind of gotten used to people lying about me. But I'm done. I'm done with the lies, I'm done with the hate. I'm done with the physical threats of violence. I just want to move on. And so I'm making this video as my last word. I'm going to put up all the proof. I'm going to own up to how I messed up. And I'm not going to make another video about it again. I'm done talking about it. I'm done people lying about me. And this is going to be my last word. Let's start with the lowest hanging fruit. Stolen valor. People are accusing me that I lied about being in the military. That's actually really easy to disprove because not only do I have a DD-214, but I also have all my medical documents from being separated from the Navy. For those of you veterans that know what I'm talking about, when you get separated from the Navy, they make sure everything is in order. So I'm not going to make you go through my whole medical document, and I'm not going to show my DD-214 because it has all my sensitive information on there. But I'll point you to this. I got medically separated for a heart arrhythmia called prolonged QT or LQTS. So this is me, 23, physical, okay. And then long QT on screening EKG. Basically, I did an EKG and my numbers were slightly elevated, so they diagnosed me. And here's the physician. I blacked out his name for obvious reasons and recommended separation proceedings. So that's what happened. Okay, now let's move on. It's kind of connected in a funny way. I went to an event to shoot awesome guns. I was accused of a girl rejecting me. And so I got jealous and lied and told people that I slept with her. That is so beyond ridiculous and ridiculously false. So let me paint a picture. So the girl who rejected me found out I was at the event and asked me if she should come. And the girl who rejected me got a flight to Las Vegas the next day. And before she landed, the girl who I was apparently rejected by, I told her that I'd rather be friends. And the girl who rejected me at the event, when we were eating lunch, she went behind my back, typed on her phone, does Reed like me? And showed to my buddies, one of which who I actually served with. And there was an after party, and the girl that rejected me, right? The girl that rejected me at that after party was looking for me at the after party, went to my friends, asking them what the deal was with Reed, in which he had to tell her that I was being very upfront about just being friends. She rejected me, but I was being really upfront about being friends. Right. The girl that rejected me asked me to come up to her hotel room. She rejected me, right? Okay. I didn't go to her hotel room, by the way. And then the next day, the girl who rejected me texted me good morning, what I would like to do today, if I want to say bye. And then a couple hours later, the same day, asked me if she should come to LA so she can book a studio to be with me. But she rejected me, right? Because I was so heartbroken about being rejected by her, I then, out of anger, told people that I slept with her. Right. You know what the kicker is? She herself said it's not true. And apparently I was also accused of spreading herpes, which was news to me. And so I took a test. Now, self-admittedly, I'm not a doctor, but I believe in order to spread herpes or any STD, you gotta have it first. I don't have it. So you definitely didn't get it from me. And just in case you think that I took this test before I got herpes or something like that, I took this yesterday. Now I realize people are gonna watch this video and they're just not gonna believe me. Because people are easily deceived, but people are not easily convinced that they're deceived. And I don't want an apology. I don't want a text apology. I don't want an apology video. I don't want anything. I just want to move on. And please stop bothering me. Please just stop talking about me, you know? All these years, let's move on with our lives. And I want you to be happy. I'm happy. I've never been this happy in my entire life, and I want that for you. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I want you to be happy, and I hope you have some peace. Let's move on with our lives. I don't want anyone watching this to send anyone hate. I'm not. Notice how I didn't dox any names because I don't believe in doxing. I don't believe in canceling. I believe in forgiveness and I believe in mercy because I'm a hypocrite. I am absolutely one thing that you guys did get right. Absolutely, I'm a hypocritical Christian. Absolutely. I am a sinner. I've been very open and honest with my struggles with lust, with my struggles in general, with mental health, depression, self-deletion ideation. I'm not perfect. I'm I'm not a good person. He is. That's what I've been trying to tell people. That I am a sinner. I'm just as a sinner or worse than you. And if I ever portrayed myself as holier than thou, I am sorry. I apologize. That was not my intention, and it never will be. I struggle with my faith every day. So this is the last word. I'm not gonna post another video about it. I'm moving on. I'm sure you guys will have your responses and all that type of stuff and send even more hate. But I'm done. I'm done. And to all my loyal followers and friends that stuck with me these past 5 years,
All
thank
right,
you
this
from
is
the bottom of
dragging.
my heart
Yeah,
Probably.
it's
for not
dragging.
believing the lies
Yeah, come on, finish it. I'm like so close to it. Come on, finish it.
and sticking with me.
Oh,
It means more to me than you'll ever know.
all right, come on. All right, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I
we'll find
mean,
out.
it's a he said, she said. I'm going to be
Is
very
it? Yeah,
interested to see how this goes.
talking about accountability, right?
Um,
We gotta have to follow up and
you
see.
know
And
what I noticed?
mm,
He addressed everything but using those racist terms.
yeah,
So he's just gonna like, let's just sweep this under the rug and then I'll address everything else because I don't think there's anything he can say about using those racist terms.
well, I think he
Because
like implied it. He implied it like I'm a sinner, I'm a hypocrite, blah blah
no,
blah.
no, but that's not that's deflection.
That's what I mean, right? Like he's
It's
trying not to like
minimizing,
bring it up.
right?
Yeah. He's trying not to
Yeah,
bring it up, you know. Oh man. Well, I think that would be a next week topic for us to
yeah,
follow up and follow through. But regardless, though, like that is interesting. If this guy Reed is honest and that is the actual fact and stuff that
mhm.
Eddie has got and that girl has some
Oh,
here we
and
go,
by the
that
way,
girl has some fucking
I would just like to say, chlamydia and gonorrhea, I think is curable. So,
oh is it
so if he had
mm,
chlamydia and spread it, and then he
mm,
took the medicine, if he took the medicine to get rid of it, it would not be
yeah
detected.
that's that's next level gaslighting.
So I'm like, yeah, it's not detected
uh
because you got yourself fixed.
the tea is getting hotter, the tea is getting hotter. But yes, to the allegation of us being a podcast that shits on women. There we go. So we will find out on our next session because they control people dramatic. All right, well, I guess to wrap the meetup because I do have to head out because the
Yeah,
host
yeah,
is gonna be
yeah,
um yeah, I'm gonna continue observing the experience here, and we'll follow up on the Reed and Eddie situation.
yeah. Yeah. Should be a
Any
banger.
any hot takes?
Uh, 28 equally shit on people regardless of race. Thank you.
Race
I
and
mean,
gender.
race and gender, yes.
Yes. I don't care if you are a green LGBTQIA
Yeah, yeah,
plus
yeah.
furry or a
Yeah,
boring cisgender straight dude.
yeah,
If you're a shitty person, we're gonna shit on
yeah,
you.
yeah. Mm.
Ourselves included.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll be all, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for tuning in and like and subscribe and all that to our 2, 3, 4 followers. Let's go. Shout out.
yeah,
Yo.
yeah.
Until then, and thank you for being flexible, my guy.
Yeah,
Till
yeah.
then, we'll see you next week.
All right, guys. See y'all next week.
All right. Peace. Outside.